Hello everybody, welcome to our first episode of Cyberpunk 2020 here on Enter the Gamer Actuals show TPK. This is one of my only second times running here on the channel, so it should be rather interesting, and we're running one of my favorite games. Today we have a slew of new players. So I'm going to throw over to them real fast so they can start introducing themselves and their characters for the night.
Hi, I'm Olga. I am playing Satan Spawn, solo.
That's a character's name.
And I'm a solo. Pretty much, I hate almost everyone. Keyword on almost. Pretty friendly, outgoing, and I'm a ninja pretty much.
Heck yeah.
You guys know me, the DM for last week. I'm a player this week, Armor Boy 21. And alright guys, we're rocking out really hard tonight. So what we got going on is Grease. Grease by his name, stage name, and also performance name. I've been playing a rocker, of course. The best around. Kept my mixtape inspired lately. And we're gonna be going over some of my moods. So I'm a little moody, a little headstrong, because I'm the best, of course, so why wouldn't I be? Rash decision making, best first round, yours truly.
Can't
you know what I really like? I like a strong mind, and mine's the best, so of course I'm the best. Everyone has their own value, but I'm just the best of all those values. And let's just say, keep it on me at all times.
What the fuck?
Kick a character!
Okay.
Welcome to Keith, role-playing Keith.
Alright.
You should have gone first.
I
can't compete.
What are you talking about? You can't follow that.
That's right.
I'll go last, asshole. Alright. I'm Oliver. Alright. My name's Hades. Okay. I'm your drug dealer. I mean your Hey, drug dealer. Yeah.
He's that drug dealer.
I'm a fixer, you know. You get the mostly drugs.
Fixing you up. Drugs.
I mean
Crystal meth.
mostly crystal meth.
Do they make it to the first encounter?
Maybe.
You know, I'm shy. Very secretive.
I wonder why.
Mostly because I do drugs. You know, I value knowledge most. Alright? I also keep a book and a diary. I mean, a journal. Not a diary.
What a man. It's a diary.
I keep a journal.
Diary.
About all my drug deals. Next.
That sounds like a terrible business practice.
I mean, not drug deals.
Oh, I know, it's retarded.
Alright.
What have I gotten myself into today?
Oh, jeez.
Transactions on the way.
Alright, it's Parker here.
Logs in the book, it's fine.
My character is Hector. Alright, I'm Hector. Alright, I'm of course.
Are you Mexican?
I am Hispanic American descent. Thank you very much. This is my guy. Alright, Jerome.
Wait, I thought you were Hector! Poster Rome!
So, I keep one thing on me. One thing. Alright? It's one photograph. You want to know what photograph that is?
Don't worry about it.
Probably
It's my bike that caught on fire because I suck at motorcycles. I'm going to get that bike back, and that is my purpose.
Oh no, that bike is gone.
I will guide him to a new one.
That box is that bike is now a cube.
Oh, no. My sole purpose.
Probably should add that where you're
Oh, jeez.
Yep. So yeah, that's Hector.
What have I gotten myself into this week?
balanced characters great at retarded ones.
I rolled balanced characters. I made balanced characters. Does not mean that the players are gonna run them that way.
I just want to put out there, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
All right, so
put that out there right now.
just a quick overlay of how the mechanics for this game work. Because I set a difficulty based on how difficult I think what a task you're trying to do is going to be. I tell you what skill to use and what attribute to use, and then you roll a d10, which is the 10-sided die, and you add the skill that I told you, and also the attribute I told you. That is your to hit. Is basically that's the number you've rolled. If you meet or beat the number I've decided for difficulty, you succeed in the test.
I always beat it because I'm the best.
Best at being terrible.
However, there are modifiers for things that are not unexpected things.
Excellent.
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected.
That's very ninja-like.
Expect my drug deals. I mean my unexpected.
Expect me not to unexpectedly write down every transaction I make.
I keep a very strict bookkeeping. Okay.
That's a good way to get caught.
I pay my taxes. Alright?
Taxes? What are taxes?
Oh, I know.
I may be a
Are
fixer,
you
but I
going
follow
to
the
the
fucking
IRS?
rules.
You need
Okay?
help?
All right, Edge Runners. You all are. You guys have been living large for several weeks, having completed your last job and getting paid. You've been basically blowing it on rearming yourself, and then blowing the rest on drugs, booze, and bitches. You all find yourself in the low life. It is a neon bar on the edge of the combat zone. While there, it is filled with, of course, neon lights, loud music, as well as people wandering around having a good time. There's a dance floor.
Nice.
The four of you, as well as your other solo that's been working with you, Brutus.
That was in the solo.
Brutus! Brutus is our solo!
He has arrived.
Excuse me.
Technical difficulties, guys. Bear with us here, all right?
Technical difficulties of a canine sort.
Canine.
The four-legged friends.
So the five of you, including Brutus, are at the bar getting drunk. Looking around, you see the music that's currently playing is not live. It's piped in. However, you do see a band starting to set up at the other end of the room.
Is it my band?
No.
No, because you're terrible.
I guess I'll show them up later.
However, you do recognize the band. They're more or less just they've been on the street a little bit longer than you.
I'll kill them.
And this is how the party dies.
This is the quickest episode ever.
They're actually really good. They're even better than you.
I respect that.
Also, you see a crowd of sophisticats, which are humans that have gone through appearance modification surgery to look feline. They have whiskers, claws.
Are they bad? Are they baddies?
Not really. They're all just sort of hanging out. They're actually mostly guys.
Hold on a minute.
Tomcats.
You think that's gonna stop?
All of them.
Joke's on you.
Their tails are swishing back behind them. They're all dressed up in fairly nice clothing.
Oh, so they're furries.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're exactly, they're furries.
I got you.
They're really
Professional
furries.
Realistic
Professional
furries.
They're literally furries who were able to pay to look like furries.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sweet mother.
Next one, 2020.
Other than that, it's mostly just the general scene at the low life. You've all been here before. It's actually your guys' usual haunt. It's a mixture of rich kids and edge runners who are basically hanging out and getting drunk and blowing off steam.
And buying drugs from me.
Unfortunately, you're all out of drugs.
Yeah, we're on the low light. Come on now.
Sorry.
I was hanging out with
Because I told everyone else. You know?
About 5 minutes go past, and you actually see one of the Sophisticats actually answer a phone before standing up and start walking towards your table. As he approaches, one of the strobe lights from the ceiling hits his face, and you see orange cat eyes retract. The pupils retract into the tight slits before going back to normal. He approaches you, Hades, holds out his cell phone, and says, "It's for you."
You should answer it, man.
Anyone who has human perception can roll it.
What on earth do I have?
Ah, look what I have.
I don't know what
Human
Oh
perception.
my god. Oh.
It's empathy plus your human perception. It's the first column of skills about midway down, right under the word empathy.
Empathy. Oh. What did I roll? Fucking
28.
19.
Okay.
Okay, so empathy. Okay, I rolled a 7. Empathy is 2.
Plus
And
your
then
human perception.
my perception.
Human perception.
Your human perception plus your empathy.
Okay. 2. 12.
You rolled a 7, right?
Yeah, so 19.
Yeah, so I rolled an 8, right?
Okay.
My
18.
18. What,
21.
18, 21.
That's pretty
Nothing.
fucking good.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's real good.
Okay.
Nothing. Nada.
All right. 28
21.
and 19.
Yeah.
You all can kind of tell he's a little scared of you guys. This is a rich kid who paid for his augmentation and then basically just likes to slum it around edge runners. He is not a professional killer like the 5 of you are. Just give me my phone back when you're done, please.
Fucking nerd.
What's up? We got a deal or what's up?
I didn't
You-
answer the call, man.
Oh, I answered the call. Sup?
The drug dealer struck. God,
We got a good one.
mission complete.
Oh no. You hear a androgynous voice on the other end of the phone with a almost robotic English accent.
English, you said.
Oh, like my mom.
It sounds just a little too perfect. It says, "Say nothing, only listen. When I ask for an answer, you say yes or no, nothing more. Warehouse, 214, Wellborn Street, West 31st Street. If you desire employment, be there at 2 a.m. The work is dangerous, but rewarding and brief. Shall I expect you?"
Yes.
After you say yes, the line clicks dead.
Goodbye. See my face, you know. Make sure.
Do you hand the phone back to he's still the Sophisticat's still looking. He's worried because he's surrounded by trained killers.
I gotta make sure I have a phone real fast. I'm keeping it anyway. It's my phone. I can flip it for drugs.
And the game began.
And roll intimidation. It's a cool/will. So add your cool plus your intimidation skill.
What is that, boy?
Yeah.
Yep, with a d10.
5, 15, looks like 18.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, sure, man. Yeah, it's okay.
That's what I
Get
thought.
out of here.
Go have your dad bite another one, asshole.
Is he crying?
Is he crying?
Roll for crime. Roll for crime.
Actually, when you call him an asshole, you see him and even his friends. The back of their hair kind of sticks up a little bit, and you hear a slight from the table as the other one kind of walks away.
He's like that one kid in high school who just hits under the tables, right?
Dude, he just roar steals.
Roar XD. Roar means I love you.
And it begins.
I'm disgusted with leaving the bar.
All right.
I don't know when I finish my drink.
I'm just saying my tab.
Disgusting. Scum. Walk out.
You just walk out.
I say scum and walk out of the bar.
As he strums a one note and walks backwards into the door.
Guitar on back, walks out of the place.
Do any of you want to try to find out any information about that call?
Hey, what they
I'm
say?
gone.
Yeah.
The rocker.
He walked out the door.
You step out into the pouring acid rain of Night City.
God damn it. I'm gonna go back in because this is nice leather.
So now you're ugly because you got burns on your face now too. Damn.
Does it actually burn my face or just like,
Oh,
ow?
I was hoping so.
Ow.
Because it makes me feel better about myself.
Roll your body.
Damn, I gave him an idea.
Just add body onto it.
Yeah.
16.
It itches
It's
a lot.
This isn't pleasant. I'm going back in.
pleasant.
You weren't gone for very long. What happened?
Acid rain hurts.
So while he was discovering that acid rain is quite uncomfortable, what were you guys doing?
Yo, what's up? What was that a call? Like, we're kind of broke here. Like, what's up? You're our fixer.
Why did
My
you
face
shut?
hurts.
Will you shut up while I talk? No one cares about your face. All right.
I just realized that Brutus's character is and I quote, friendly and outgoing.
That matches up pretty.
Yeah. It's an old code, but it checks out.
Oh no, then a cease and desist.
No.
What's that? All I hear is.
The Tyson lawyers are sitting here like, alright, I'm suing.
Alright, I get it.
Oh.
Get us something. Get us a hookup besides another cease and desist, okay?
Besides this
You make human perception about the call.
Just roll it.
And there go all our brothers.
3,
Wait, seriously? Oh god.
Add your
6, 16.
16. All right, the person you were talking to on the phone seemed unnaturally calm or has some form of psychosis. He was just flat with how he was talking to you.
Cool.
He's done this before.
Oh, so he's like one of those robocalls about my car insurance.
Are you looking for work?
Press one now.
Your call is very important.
Or do us.
Please, hang on the line. Are you still there?
You are caller number 2142. Your wait time is 2 years.
All right.
We've broken the DM.
Okay. Anyone who would like to can roll either streetwise or general knowledge. I think none of you have general knowledge though, so you can roll streetwise.
I have streetwise.
Where are you finding this information?
Oh, the thingamabob right there.
No. I rolled a 1.
Oh, so
You auto fail.
Ah,
So
dang
you don't
it.
get anything, so
There's
you can
no
still
knowledge yet.
roll under cool. And see
Um,
smarts.
That's street smarts.
Yeah.
Hades,
7.
instead of rolling streetwise, you can roll street deal.
Yeah, he's do street deal. That's the one to 6.
Oh, yeah, fuck
21.
that. 9.
Yeah, you got
So, yeah.
Hold on. Okay, total it up with your streetwise and what attribute? Cool.
Oh, cool.
Or not streetwise, that's street deal and you're cool.
25.
25. You roll a 1. You auto fail.
street
21.
21. Nice. And did you choose to roll?
Nothing. No.
You're not taking
All right.
any risk at all, huh?
I've seen some really sketchy alleyways on my drug. I mean, my rock concerts.
All right. So you know that the warehouses on West 31st Street are derelict. You're usually inhabited by squatters if they aren't already burned out.
Nice. I've been there. I mean,
Why
been
the
by
squad?
there.
I win.
You start asking around to the different people in the bar. So the barman remembered a Japanese fellow
Samurai?
hanging around Sherry, one of the regulars. She's actually over in the corner this morning. You might be able to get some information about that guy. Might be interested because the person on the other end of the phone did seem to have, it was an English voice, but it was also Japanese. It was a weird fusion of a Japanese accent mixed with a sort of like almost like it was auto-tuned to an English accent.
Were you talking on the phone? Did you auto-tune that? Alright, so I'm going to talk to Sherry or Cherry?
Sherry.
Sherry, so not like cherries.
Cherries.
Like cherry went with a S instead of a C.
Gotcha. So I got to talk to her?
Yep.
Make
Go ahead and make another street deal roll.
2. Oof.
Hey, you didn't roll a 1.
18.
That's all right. You only need a 10.
Oh,
Sherry informs you that the Japanese guy was asking questions about you guys specifically, and what time you usually got there, where you sit, all that kind of stuff.
Well, we can't come back here anymore.
She was pretty wasted, so she can't remember much, but she does know that he spoke better English than she can, and that he was a corporate type.
He hates us because
How wasted is she? How wasted is Sherry?
Right now, it's early in the night. She's not that bad.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Might
You
come
want
back later.
Eiffel Tower with my guy? Is that what's going to happen?
I am playing my character, okay?
He does actually have seduction as one of his skills.
Ooh. Works on
I would like to point out, Greg, you rolled these characters.
I know well what I rolled these characters. All right, would you guys like to see and find out if you know anything in the underground about a Japanese business suit wearing dude?
Do we have to leave the building to find this out?
No,
Is it
it's a
just
combination
written
of asking people,
Okay.
calling people on your phones, which I think all of you have phones.
I have 2 now.
And also just knowledge that you guys have gotten through rumor and the like. So
Yeah, what
either
else?
roll street deal or street wise,
Oh, 0!
which is a 10.
Which is a 10.
Ew.
Actually, technically it's
This is
16.
That means you get a 3. You don't have streetwise, so you're just going to add your cool to it. So you got 12.
Okay.
12.
20.
20?
Yeah.
And
17.
Was this phone
Right.
expensive?
what?
Was this phone expensive that I stole? I mean,
It's actually yes, it's actually a oh gosh, what's the name of it?
ooh, I got another phone.
If only you had demolition.
It's a mini cell phone.
Oh, I have one of those too. So I have 2 many cell phones.
To give you some kind of idea, a standard cell phone is a kind of a block cell phone. Think like old Nokias.
So it breaks.
The mini cellular phones are clamshell type folding flip phones.
Oh, so like a razor.
So we can snazzy go.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man, I'm gonna get so
Hell
mad at
yeah.
somebody and hang up on them like old fashioned. I'm done with you.
That's when the drug deals fail. I mean,
That's when drug deals go right. Fuck you mean.
oh no.
Only you know from your dealings on the street. There's supposedly a Japanese crime lord that has been rumored to have come to Night City recently.
It's not me.
The triad.
Japanese, that would actually be Yakuza.
Who's
Triad would be Chinese.
Chinese.
All right, I'm gonna
I
call.
haven't done cleavers in a while.
I'm gonna call my guy and see if anybody knows anything about those cats that just walked up. I don't know the fuck that was.
I'm not gonna have you roll. Those are literally just a bunch of random rich kids.
I learned nothing.
I have a
My
question.
picture didn't. I learned nothing.
Were they like actual cats, or they like Megatronic or whatever those things are? Or
They
like,
are fully bipedal. They're humans. But what they've done is basically they've had artificial cat fur grafted to their skin. They've their nose has been reshaped to look more cat-like.
Furries.
So they are literally the high schoolers who would meow under tables.
Yes.
And run
Okay.
like
This is literally the picture of them.
Oh.
Okay.
What does that look like? A
It looks more like a rat than a cat.
It's like a
to me.
1920s, like Great Gatsby looking thing. Sorry if it's gonna cause any issues right there.
So do the other players know about the warehouse? Like, what are our like knowledge? Because we don't know about the Japanese, the other players. But do we know about what do we know?
It depends. What are you guys sharing?
I'm gonna see if I can get my police buddy on the phone. See if he knows anything about the.
Well, hold on. I like cops. All right, let me leave.
Shut the fuck up.
You literally are criminals for hire. None of you like cops.
Yeah, hell no.
But I still drugs. I mean, diaries.
What would that be under? Since I'm calling a friend that I know.
You would roll streetwise plus 2.
Some oregano.
Some Italian season.
23.
Nice.
23. So let me get this straight. You're calling me a traffic cop about some BS about some sort of Japanese crime boss.
Exactly.
I don't want to know if you know anything about a new Japanese crime boss.
I mean, I know they're Yakuza or something like that. I can't remember. Yakuza, Triad. It's someone. What's one of them? What does this matter?
No particular reason. It's just we might have bumped into one, and I don't want to die anytime soon.
Hey, I told you. Don't tell me what you run into. You tell me, I gotta report it.
Fine. I didn't run into nothing. I was just curious, and I miss you. Seduction.
Difficulty 25.
He's like, jokes on you on 26.
Trying to find where it's at.
He's sweating. He's visibly sweating at this moment.
The shine.
What'd you get?
27.
Hell yeah, brother.
I just really miss you, man. Wild. Remember the good times, man?
Well, hey,
Don't know about me.
you can
I
now.
know
Your friend on the police force is this overweight, middle-aged dude who legitimately started going to your concerts because he was a rock punk in his youth.
I love him. He stayed true to his colors.
Like, well,
he didn't let rock die.
If you
You didn't let rock die on me! I'm proud of you! God, I miss you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm breaking.
And he's gone.
note to self: tomorrow night you get a text. Netflix and chill.
I agree wholeheartedly. I'm breaking.
We broke the producer. Okay.
Seduce the cop, the traffic cop.
Oh no.
We haven't even made it out of the first area already. Oh my god.
Oh god.
You're gonna break the traffic cop at this point.
Oh, trust me, he's been broken.
More ways than once.
Great.
For those of you who can't see it, Dan has basically given up on life.
Hands are in the air.
Next to his crooked dragon shield.
And no, that is not a euphemism.
Where's the tissues?
Welcome to gaming. At least with this group.
What's taking so long? Were you guys eavesdropping on my call?
You weren't exact. You actually hang up the call. You look up. Literally, the entire bar, like the music, did a stop, and then everyone is now looking at you, including the band that was just playing.
You mean the furries?
Even the furries.
Is there a problem?
We learned a lot about you today, my guy.
Everyone just goes back to what they're doing.
Damn, love for your brother? Fucking sexist homophobic pieces of shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, where are we going?
I have no idea. You're on your gay cop guy.
Whoa. He's a great man. Don't you ever slander his name.
Sorry, you're on the great man's. Doing the great man hunt for your cop friend.
Well, I got nothing, so.
Does anyone remember which warehouse I told you to go
214.
to? Awesome. Someone's keeping notes. That's always a good sign. Do you all head out now, or you want?
Is it so acid rain outside?
That's the question.
At this point, you guys still have. It's only about. You were told to meet about 2. It's only about 1 o'clock now. It's only going to take you about 30 minutes to get over there.
You guys want
to
spare?
Yeah, you guys want one more shot? I have I'm pretty broke, but I have 200 at least. I can buy 3 or 4 shots.
We can get some McDaniels.
Where's that furry kid?
What now?
Where's the furry kid?
He's him and his group looked over to you when you had your outburst on the phone, and they're just continuing to talk around their table. Actually, they've waited as soon as another table a little bit further away from you guys emptied out. They moved over to that table.
Let's kick their asses.
Oh my god.
It's random entries.
Contract.
Gotta get that XP, you know what I'm saying?
You do not get XP for killing kids.
civvies.
I can do whatever the hell I want to. I'm a drug lord. I mean, crime lord.
Well, if it's not
I give up.
if it's not acid rain, let's head over there.
Yeah.
And get some McDaniels on the way, because I'm hungry.
McDaniels. Oh no.
All right.
That would be cash, but.
So you all grabbed the raincoats you all carried in because it's been raining pretty much solid to this day. So you went ahead and grabbed it, protect yourself from the acid rain. Thankfully, the acid rain beats down the smog in the city, so you don't have to worry too much about that. You all pile into a cab that you all called. Somebody's gonna, unless you guys want to walk. If you're walking, it's gonna take you more than 30 minutes to get there.
I'll pitch in.
I got it. Don't you worry about it.
Oh,
Son
well,
of a bitch.
he wants to do it all, you know what I'm saying.
Alright, so you guys call a cab, which, okay, I just had it. Where in the world? I hate it when that happens.
Thought I smelled drugs.
You know, screw it. It's gonna be about $20 to make the trip.
I'll pitch in you sure? You got it?
If you guys want to actually stop off and get food on the way, you're gonna probably have to pay him another 10 though, so a total of 30.
I'll pay $5.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
At the end of
Escapade.
at the end of your equipment list, you do have how many Euro dollars you had remaining after all your equipment was bought. Because in this, you do not just have United States dollars, you have Euro dollars. Because for some reason or another, they decided to. I mean, technically speaking, the U.S. dollar still exists. However, it tanked.
245.
Gotcha.
Why don't I have a toothbrush?
Because you have no teeth.
Oh, that's fair.
It's all drugs.
All 8 of us I've been doing, you know what I'm saying?
So you're paying for the cab?
Yeah.
All right, you stop off. Any of you who wanted to pick up something at the McDaniels?
McDaniels.
It's $5 a meal.
Man, it's cheap.
Remember, book written in the 80s.
Let's take this out here.
$5 for a meal was actually a little bit for a fast food meal was actually a little bit expensive back then.
Yep.
Welcome to 2019. It's like $25 for a hamburger.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a shake, a burger, and some fries.
Typical.
I was a taxi guy. As a taxi guy, taxi woman.
It's an automated cab.
Robot?
Yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna see if they wanted something, but they're robots. So I'm gonna eat.
I think it's
Never
like
know.
Really shiny.
I'm getting nothing because my body's a temple.
How did I know that was getting said? That was getting said at least once.
Oh no!
I want a number 9. 2 number 45s.
Do that little rap.
Here's your Colt. Here's your Colt 45.
Hold on, second.
I like french fries, I like tacos, I like tater tots and toast. I like crispy chicken tenders dipped in barbecue and ranch. You know them caramel drinks?
What the hell? It's the whole
Have you
rap.
ever seen that rap when you like go to the order
McDonald's?
machine or whatever and they just start rapping their order?
Yes,
And like, hey,
yes.
did you get that?
And the whole person actually did it.
All right.
Yo.
Alright, so they get their food.
So with the stop, your order was wrong.
Let's kill him. Fight him right now. Let's go.
Come on, Hades, calm
You
down.
about 40 minutes after you headed out, because it was 10 minutes between having to pull back around and get your order fixed.
Assholes.
You pull up to warehouse 214. You all hop out of the cab, and the cab pretty much immediately pulls off. This is not a nice place. In fact, you hear sirens fading off in the distance. You have the constant hiss of the rain bouncing off the broken asphalt.
Acid rain hissing doors.
Shortly after you guys arrive, there about 5 minutes, you see somebody roll up on a motorcycle.
Are they wearing a
That's,
jacket?
that's a nice bike.
It's actually, it was a nice bike about 15 years ago.
Damn.
How old is your own bike when you blew up?
I don't want to talk. Don't remind me, Hades. You know I'm fucking antsy about that.
It's still alive!
Bruce says, nah, that bike is dead.
Oh,
I know. I know.
Brutus, why are you so rude?
Warehouse 214, the doors are rusted shut and this is a rusted out, burned out building. It's still standing, barely.
Excellent.
But for the most part, it's still got a roof, which you all kind of walk in through the rusted out doors right before you hear the bike pull up. Off of it gets a... Oh.
We're waiting.
This gentleman looks like an edge runner that ate another edge runner.
This guy's freaking huge.
Wearing crumpled leathers and
Seduction.
Glasses. My God.
Nice. My kind of guy.
Really good.
with a Militech Crusher, which is the kind of weapon strapped to his boot.
That's so fun.
You see him walk up, an ugly face, ugly, like butt ugly, like uglier than mine.
I don't even give a
Cracks into a welcoming grin. Says, "Hi, I'm Wilbur."
You're so cool.
Wilbur was not the man on the phone, by the way.
Well,
That you can tell by the voice. This guy looks like he could have once been a pretty significant edge runner. He actually still has, you can see a little bit of cybernetics. You can see a little bit of obvious cybernetics. You do see he has some tone in his arms, if either that or the leather arms, the arm leathers had basically molded to his old arms, and he just stuffed his new arm, his fat arms in. We don't know. But he seems friendly. He just smiles. And he says, "Hey guys, don't you worry. Wilbur's on the job. And that means all is well, Tumba. I've been around. I know what's what. That's why they picked me to lead this mission. I'm on the ball."
I think it's his first day.
Actually, anyone can roll a human perception roll if they would like.
I'll roll one. I got a...
Difficulty is 15.
Yeah, I passed that. I rolled a 10.
I rolled a
and then-
16.
If you rolled a 10, roll another d10. The way criticals in this work,
7.
a 1 is always a failure. If you roll a 10,
Reroll.
you re-roll and add the 2 dice rolls together.
17. Just off my roll.
26.
26.
24.
I have 16.
17 base.
Alright. All you can tell, this guy has actually been on the streets. He does carry himself like he was an edge runner. However, he is an edge runner who never really made it big.
Doesn't have way too much McDaniels.
And he has way too much McDaniels. His body is not a temple. He has clearly let himself go. Yeah, he doesn't. He's just overly friendly, smiles. Do you guys wish to ask Wilbur anything?
Oh yeah, I'll ask him. So you got a job for us or what? We making money? This place looks like a dump.
Oh no, Chuba! I'm the leader of this mission. I'm leading you guys. We all got a job to do.
What's the job?
Too early to say. Too early to say.
Is there a little person inside of you controlling you?
Hey man, what you trying to say?
Come on, Hades. This is our guy. He's the leader. Come on.
Looks like you stuffed a busted tube of biscuits. Okay?
Does Wilbur hear that? Does Wilbur hear that? Please no.
Nope. He just got that same kind of stupid, friendly grin on his face.
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna be working together. We're gonna be working together. What was that?
No. Don't worry about it.
He said you look very nice then.
Thanks. I don't swing that way.
Yet.
I'm sorry.
You hear from the shadows? Yet.
I'm only interested in inputs, man, not outputs.
That's what she said.
Wilbur, where you from, Wilbur?
Whoever said to be giving.
I was born and raised here in Night City.
Oh no.
You, a nomad, right?
Yeah, you heard of me?
Nope.
That's good.
How about this time? Oh. Wilbur does not really shut up. He's just chattering kind of aimlessly and
I'm ignoring
mindlessly. Why not?
I'm ignoring him.
Probably a wise
He's thinking about how many things he can do to him.
Strumming away.
Over top of Wilbur's constant chattering, you start hearing the sudden splish splash of somebody running towards the building outside. Shortly after you first hear it, you see a 5'6" gentleman, or at least you would assume so, walk through the open door.
Did you just say his gender?
I will cut you.
Does Wilbur cut him? Yes.
Yes.
The gentleman walks in from the acid rain.
The gentleman is wearing an old-style raincoat over top of what appears to be a finely tailored suit. You see raindrops steadily dripping from the brim of his rain hat.
Is it a fedora?
As he closes the door and turns to face you all. Good evening, gentlemen.
Fedora.
I'm so glad to see you all here. I also see that you've all met Wilbur. Good. The voice on his voice is similar to the one on the phone, but not the same. As he removes his hat and unbuttons his raincoat, you do see that he is obviously Japanese.
My people.
Moving forward, he gives a broad grin to all of you and shakes all of your hand one by one.
How
Bye.
firm is his grip? How firm is his grip?
Solid.
Is it a sexual thing?
You have a body of what?
My body's 8.
He
Your body
does seem
count?
to be just a little bit stronger than you. As he gives you all vigorous handshakes.
Whoa.
If you return,
This is a strong hand.
if basically it's one of those ones. If you also shake his hand, it's a good vigorous.
He matches.
Yeah.
My body's 12, so.
It's more like a.
You're not 100%. He might be on par with you. He might be a little not quite as strong.
A weakling.
His
Slap
body
his
is not a
hands.
temple.
His body is not a
It's a
temple.
pebble.
It's a pebble. Okay.
And he actually leaves Wilbur for last, who he actually slings his arm around Wilbur's shoulder. He slings his. I dropped the mic, guys.
slings what?
He actually
slings what over him?
he slings his arm across Wilbur's shoulder, giving a big grin to you all, and says, "This is Wilbur, undoubtedly the best man alive for the task at hand. Isn't that right, Wilbur?" Wilbur smiles another broken tooth, dirty smile at you guys.
Hit with perception.
What did you roll?
A 10. Critical, so roll again.
Roll again.
And another 4 plus 29. Tell me your secrets, man.
The guy is clearly hiding something. He's not being completely open to you. It's not uncommon though. It's the crime scene. It's criminals. Something isn't quite right with what he's saying.
This is fine. I'm used to this.
But after Wilbur smiles, the Japanese man claps him on the back a couple of times in a friendly fashion. As you will have guessed, this is merely a meeting point. My employer waits not far from here, if you will follow me. And he guides you to another door. First, he has Wilbur go through the door. And then starts to move in behind him. As soon as the old street punk steps out into the rain, in a single fluid motion, recognizes like. Satan Spawn and Brutus recognize a Solo when they see him. He whips out a pistol and shoots Wilbur in the back of the head. And Wilbur drops dead in front of him.
Wait.
Boom. Headshot.
What up?
The butler dude?
The guy who came to get you basically blew Wilbur's brains out.
So we fight him?
Yay!
My apologies. Wilbur was asked to come on a different matter and will not be joining us for this mission.
Seemed like an amateur, anyways.
Oh, Wilbur was once quite skilled at what he does. Unfortunately, he had to lay low for much too long and got
6 feet under.
sloppy. Without even giving Wilbur a second glance, he steps over him and just continues walking.
You don't have to worry about that with us. We lay road up.
Excellent. Would anyone like to make awareness rolls?
I want to make. It sounds real stupid, but I'm just gonna look at. I'm gonna look at Wilbur and make sure he's dead. We don't know. It's obvious, but
you tap him with your foot. The entrance hole wasn't that big. However, his entire face has been blown out from the exit wound.
Yeah, he's a.
I'm gonna search his body for anything.
Ooh.
Awareness
That's
roll.
smart. That's smart.
Awareness roll. Now, to the Solo, you have what is called Combat Sense. Combat Sense is added to your awareness in addition to your intelligence.
Special skills. Up top. Yeah. Right there.
All right.
Oh, yes. 6.
So you have the 6 from that.
And I rolled a 2.
So that's 8.
8.
Plus your awareness skill, which is down towards the bottom.
Yes, which is 6. So if you do the math, it's 14.
That's 14 plus your intelligence attribute.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
INT.
It's too much
Is
man.
that a 9? Oh,
7.
7.
Okay.
So
21.
1 on 1.
21.
Anyone?
We're playing blackjack right now.
All right. So
Be really rich.
and you can especially with those movements and everything. He's definitely got some enhancements and augmentations. Definitely has some cybernetics. Nothing that's overly obvious, though. It is pretty. He does have cyber optics, as well as at least a rather impressive array of cyber audio modifications in his ears. More than, and you actually have, yeah. Brutus nudges you on the side and said, somebody else is listening the entire time to through his audio uplinks.
Can I look at his body? See if there's anything.
All right, you look through the body. He smells. He's not. Clearly, he probably should have worn something over top of his leathers in the acid rain.
That's fine.
Or taking a shower.
Or taken a shower.
Anything of use?
Well, he's got his weapon, but it's not that great. And really, other than about, I don't know, 28 Euro bucks, Euro dollars,
Mine now.
he doesn't have a whole lot. He has, like, legitimately, the equipment that he has is pretty old stuff. It's he's got an actual handheld walkie-talkie. He doesn't have a cell phone. You do find the keys to his bike. And you also you see a couple extra mags of ammo for his gun, but that's really it.
Take the ammo, take the keys, take the Eurobucks, kick them for not having more money, and walk follow the group.
Damn.
Christmas came early next door. Here's the bike.
Yeah, I give him the keys. That's the bike.
Yeah, we got.
Mike.
Yeah, we got to be careful though. This guy's serious. He just smoke checked one of his employees. That's,
Kind of hot. I mean, terrible.
Actually, he wasn't an employee. He was actually invited here specifically for this purpose.
Hey man, people are tools. Use them and discard them.
That was deep. Holy crap.
All right.
Almost like drugs.
No.
My goal is to break great at least 20 times today.
You're at like 23 right now.
All right. You guys walk for a little while until you walk up to another warehouse, numbered warehouse 123.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Wow,
1,
we're
2, 3.
214. Jesus.
Yeah. You guys were walking for a while.
I should have kicked Wilbur's bike one more time.
All right. So.
I hope the Razaban's keeping his body okay.
You guys, well, actually, when you left that time, you remembered your raincoat.
Yeah, no, I was like, hold on, that's Rain's keeping his body okay.
Oh, man.
1, 2, 3. All right, that's.
All right.
Win.
So, as you walk up to warehouse 123, it looks pretty much like all the others in the area. It looks dilapidated. It looks torn up.
Another one.
It looks like just the exact same kind of torn up kind of thing. You're approaching one of the long edges, one of the long sides of it. On one side, there's a clear vehicle port, an obvious vehicle port with the door still shut. And the other, at the other end, there is a door that is more or less hanging off of its hinges. More than likely, it's been used. You would guess, walking up to it, it's probably been used for a squat before. As the Japanese man, the unnamed Japanese man, gets there, he says, "After you all."
I walk in first. What's up, guys? I walk in.
I'll walk in next.
I'll walk in. I'll walk in third.
I got your rear.
That's what she said.
Brutus just all smiles, just follows along.
Yeah.
I got your tag.
When you walk in, it is a room in a dilapidated warehouse. Empty. Nothing's there. Except for at the other end of the room, to your immediate left, on the wall there is another door. This one it looks like the other one, just still on its hinges. However, the odd thing about it is, though well disguised, there is actually a keycard reader that looks fairly new. It looks newer than the rest of the building. The unnamed Japanese man walks up to it, pulls a keycard from his coat, swipes it, and the little red dot that was on it just flickers off, and the door opens. All of you who have cyber optics.
Where did I find the bad way at?
It's on the front page, bottom right hand corner.
Nope, don't have it.
Don't have cyber optics?
So I got cyber optics.
You have cyber optics.
Times one.
Basically, that means only one of your eyes has been replaced.
What? Pickpocket. Cool.
Okay.
Can I steal his keycard?
Huh?
Can I steal his keycard?
Good luck.
What do I need?
Yo, I got stealth.
That would be opposed rolls.
Yeah, Hades. This guy just. He obviously had. Yeah. Don't do that.
Actually,
No.
roll awareness checks.
Gotcha.
We gotta find a way to
4,
spin.
8, and then we add the intelligence. So 8 plus 15 plus.
It's your D10 roll
Yeah.
plus your intellect plus your
Oh,
awareness
gotcha.
score.
Plus
Yeah.
what?
I got
Your intellect, your INT,
Yep.
plus your awareness.
9.
9. What's 17?
17.
I only got a
9. Did either of you two roll?
Knowledge.
9. Sorry, 13. Sorry, I got a 13.
9.
9 plus, remember, add your intelligence
Yeah,
score,
I gotta add intelligence. I got 13.
16.
plus your awareness score, which is down towards the bottom.
22.
22,
19.
19,
17.
17,
13.
and you have 13.
Yeah. I didn't
All right.
my intelligence.
I forgot another door in this room. There was one straight ahead of you.
We'll take this one. It looks cool.
Was it the bathroom? Because I gotta go.
No, however, it has another similar keycard reader next to it.
That's fair. Probably go.
Also, did anyone roll above a 20?
Yeah. All right. So.
Thank you.
Satan.
So
See.
you also know that in the corner of this room, at the corner of the ceiling, there are cameras watching all of you.
I'm watching them too.
I swear I don't mean to do this.
He's looking at you in great disgust.
Because I don't have like a lapel or something to actually hook it to. No, seriously, my shirt keeps pulling taut and it pops off.
Stop flexing.
You should wear a suit. They're hot as fuck.
All right. There are camera lenses in each one of the corners. Also, if you had to guess, all of you, if you all had to guess, the key card that opened this door would also open the second door. You can try, if you want to, steal that key card.
What do we gotta get?
It would be your pickpocket plus technical
5 plus 8.
versus this gentleman's
Probably awareness.
intellect and awareness.
No. What's your pick?
That's a 5. Technically.
Oh, that's
I'll have a 13.
a base 13.
Base of 13
That's-
plus your D10 roll.
You don't know this guy. He could be a badass. You don't know him. He could be a badass. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be careful, Hades.
If you'd like to, you can.
I noticed Hades. Glances? You want to glance at his shit?
Yeah, that's bad to the shit.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
We might have drugs though.
Yeah, I instantly realized Hades is going to go for it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Sure?
Oh damn!
I don't.
Look, he's so ready.
I'm gonna die though.
He's so ready.
Can I play this?
Distraction
Try to
tactic.
distract him?
Yes.
Yeah, distraction.
Play your rock star.
Yeah. Ty Watson or something.
No, there's a door, and he's currently motioning for you guys to enter into a room.
As I pass him, I just kind of strum my guitar, and I'm like, and I'm just kind of playing.
I would strongly suggest avoid playing during the meeting.
Let's just go forward.
We're not
and
in the meeting, man.
we can run blind later.
He literally points into the room.
Is there like chairs and stuff?
No, it's a empty room,
His
We
red
can-
room.
except for the far wall straight across from you is entirely mirrored.
That's creepy.
That's fine.
But cool.
If we steal a ski card, maybe after the meeting, we can go ahead and.
Do it in a room.
I'll
we
put
can
your
check
camera
out-
back. Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
Let's just
Walk
go ahead.
in, put my mirror lens.
Your mirror shades
Yeah.
on.
Glass. Man, I look good.
I've been bamboozled.
Man,
And the
so-
and the rock star starts posing. Do you wish to attempt to
It's
steal
like
this
the
key
Spider-Man
card?
meme.
We can do it
Yeah,
later.
I'm good.
Why not?
Sound like
We can do
Herbert
it
the
later.
pervert.
Okay.
We'll do it.
You are just a marvel to look at. Wait, how's the
So he's already walked in and just doing this in the mirrors, right? Like he's walked in ahead of us a long time ago. Checking himself out.
Who's the last person
I'm
to
licking
walk
up the
in?
guitar strings in front of the.
I'll be left.
You're the last person to walk in. Roll a human awareness. Or human perception, I mean.
0.
So
That's a
that's
10.
You can
So roll it
again.
again.
Oh.
Roll it again.
4.
So that's 14.
Plus
Yeah.
your human awareness.
So those are pretty.
I
aware.
keep losing it. We're dead. Oh, I got nothing. So,
So it's also plus your empathy.
EMP.
EMP.
Probably like a 10 or something.
Up at the top.
Oh, dear Lord.
Is it 10?
So 10?
It's the one right next to it.
Somehow
It's
you
the
get
smaller of the two numbers.
8.
8.
Oh.
So you have
22.
22.
Yeah.
You see, with him doing that, the gentleman who's escorted you here looks kind of strained for a moment. Like, in the face. Like, why is he doing that? He really shouldn't be doing that. That won't end well for him.
So we should probably stop him. Right?
Among other things, it's actually a good thing you actually put the mirror shades on. This room, in comparison to the entire... Everywhere else has been fairly dark. It's one of those ones that I think all of you have had access to some sort of light enhancement on your in your character sheets.
Yes.
Low light or the light
booster goggles.
Light booster goggles.
Image enhancement.
And glow sticks.
Rave.
I believe you have thermographic
Thermographics.
in your cyber optics. It should be listed under your cyber optics.
Tello.
Don't give me those things all
Okay.
apart.
Unless I can't read.
Infrared. I'm sorry. You have infrared.
You want to pay for some drugs?
So all of you have been using vision enhancement to try to kind of see the area. Until this bozo, all of you who do
My
it,
trusty
you actually
flashlight
got
do anything.
you got smacked upside your head when you turned the flashlight on by Brutus, as he's literally clutching his right eye because his low light was active when you turned it on.
Hey, maybe you should have turned it off, Brutus. I can't see.
Actually, no way. He's like, really? And smacks you upside the head.
I turned it off.
But you see him blink a little bit, and it goes. He seems to, get back to normal. When this door actually opened, it was a huge, bright flash of light. This room is sterile, clean, bright white light. It's a bright white room, except for the huge mirror.
Are we in heaven?
Or an operating room.
You would ask that, Satan.
Oh no, they want me back.
As your vision adapts to the light within the room, your attention is immediately drawn to the far wall, which is completely covered by a huge mirror. All the cyber optics in the world won't help you here. What lies beyond the mirror is masked to your vision. As you stare into the reflected room, you see the guide step into the room behind you. He closes the door, and the security bank lights up. The room is sealed. You hear shunk as the doors close behind you.
Cool. Oh no.
Everybody roll a cool check. Just straight cool.
19.
13.
13. It wasn't those three that I lost.
The two of you also roll an awareness check.
I died. Oops.
7 plus intelligence. 12?
What was it? What was the check again? Sorry.
Awareness. Intelligence plus awareness.
12. Not the smartest.
Is that it?
12?
I had
You feel like a cornered rat.
Oh, because I'm shy.
22.
Rat to
Huh?
You lost your
22.
cool, brother.
Okay. Your fight or flight instinct, as soon as the door shunk behind you, your fight or flight instinct kicks in.
So
You're ready to get jumped or something.
You grab the weapons or like.
You reach for them, but you think better of it. The two of you stay calm enough. You actually hear a light, almost like something powering up.
Sounds like this job might be a pretty good paycheck. This room looks nuts.
It's followed by a very distinct sound of an ASD system kicking in. An ASD system is active sound dissipation system.
Oh, so it's
Nobody
So
can hear
this
us.
room is literally sealed shut when it comes to sounds. No one can hear anything that's happening in this room, and you guys can't hear anything outside of this room.
Wait, so we can't talk to each other?
No, we
So
can't.
you guys can hear
Nobody
each
can hear
other.
us.
You can't hear anything out of this room.
Okay.
This room is a sealed room.
So the mirrors are like double.
Plexiglass or something.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
As soon as that actually happens, you recognize the voice, a Japanese English accented voice come over an intercom saying, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are well. I am informed that you are persons of honor. I hope that is correct." I can already say no. No, they are not.
Do you want some drugs?
No, your nuts are drugs, dude.
The voice continues, "I have a need for companionship, and it would please me greatly to hear the conversation of a particular person who resides here. His name is Fargo Wells, and I would like you to find him and bring him here to me. It is a task for which you will be paid, of course. My assistant has all the relevant information. Contact him when you have succeeded. Your fee will reflect the level of your success. That is all."
Do we accept?
Oh,
We accept.
well, Fargo Wells sounds like an old type of bank they used to use back in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Easy.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I'm not impressed by that.
Go sit in the corner. Think about what you've done.
Fargo Wells.
In your leather pants.
How much money are you gonna give us? You still there?
As I said, you will be paid determined by how well you do on this job.
Determine that.
Where do we begin?
As I said, my assistant has all the relevant information you need for
Talk to the
this
assistant.
job.
Let's talk to the assistant.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Talk to the assistant.
Are you agreeing to the job?
Give us one day and we'll have
I'm not-
Fargo
Hold
Wells.
on a minute.
I am completely self-absorbed in myself. I have the shades so they can't see nothing. Just let myself
Bruce will talk for him.
Yes.
I mean, and Bruce is like, we could use it. We could use the money.
Yeah, let's do the job.
Yeah.
I mean, when I eat 2 pizzas a day just to keep myself fueled,
Fueled up and ready to go.
What do we disagree to?
So let's take it.
What do you guys think? How many days? 2? 1? We can find this guy easy. With your connects, if he's still paying attention. With your police
40
connects.
hours.
Whoa,
40 hours?
Police where?
48.
Guys, you guys can make human perception, streetwise, street deals.
Street deals, roll it. Let's go.
That's a D8. You just roll the D8.
Oh yeah. No, you're gonna be rolling the one
That's
with
what,
the.
that's what it's a gram.
Yeah, go ahead. Hell yeah.
5.
Plus your street deals,
Plus,
plus your
I
cool.
lost a 6. Plus 10. That's 21.
Okay, 21.
I'll
What are you rolling?
I rolled a 16.
On what kind of roll?
I was just doing an awareness.
An awareness
Yeah.
roll?
Not that it can probably do anything, but.
Are you either of you? I know you're just
Human perception.
So much to take.
human perception.
23.
All right.
We probably should take his glasses off so you can just.
Sorry, only he was allowed to make the human perception roll.
Oh, wait, okay. So what can I make then?
Awareness 15.
Awareness 15. There's a big mirrored wall in front of you,
Nice.
and you're in a big white room. The dude the dude is just sitting there back in the back over by the entranceway. The assistant. But he seems pretty much just chill, just sitting there, waiting to see what you guys do.
Yeah.
What do we do with my 21?
All right, you rolled street deal, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
this man from if he's actually who your earlier investigation had said he would probably be a yakuza, either a high level corpo exec or a yakuza boss. He is a man of honor. If he tells you he's going to pay you, if he tells you that stuff's going to get, if you're going to be paid appropriate to the job you do, you're going to get paid.
Okay. So yeah, I think we'll take the job. We're guaranteed going to get paid.
Sounds good to me.
How long do you want to do? 3 days? 3 days?
You don't necessarily have to give him an estimate on when you're going to get it done.
It'll be done.
Nice.
We'll get it done.
Good.
Get her done.
My assistant has a dossier for you, as well as a way to get in contact with him.
Okay.
And you hear a click as the line basically goes dead.
Gotcha. That's fair.
All right. So do you guys turn around?
try to leave the building.
You still, you're still gonna do what you're.
Oh yeah, we're still trying to.
As you turn around, you're literally. You rolled awareness. You actually saw it as soon as he actually said that. You actually saw him immediately swipe his key card again, and it opened the door again. As you turn around, literally standing in the door is the assistant. And he literally, as you guys approach, hands you a brown envelope and a cell phone.
Okay.
I have three.
Three cell phones.
Oh my god.
And there's probably drugs in
All-
the brown envelope.
all the information you require is contained here
Okay.
in the envelope. When you have found him, use this to contact me, and I will relay. He says, use this to contact me, and I will relay. He pauses, unsure of his translation software. I will give you further instructions.
Well, hold on a minute. Continue the relay part, because you're going to say something important.
No. As I've had to chip this particular language, I'm afraid I was quite confused with the choice of words the program attempted to use.
Although I speak Japanese too. Or I speak Korean, never mind.
I speak Japanese too! Starts babbling on in Korean.
Damn, good though.
Hades, I think he's speaking Japanese.
Close enough.
King Kong.
Oh my god. And now we have Korean and Japanese hit squads coming after us.
It's like in Scary Movie 4 where the little kid is on the top and...
Oh.
They're speaking
While handing you
Yeah,
the
like
cell...
Mitsubishi.
They're saying random Japanese random words and
Tokyo.
yeah.
Handing you the cell phone.
Mitsubishi Toshiba.
Ramen.
Nagasaki.
Saki Toshibi Hiroshima.
Viewers, please save me.
Ohio.
Save you now, Greg.
Ohio gun signs.
He tells you to dial 24 on this cell phone to make contact with
What was
it.
those numbers again?
Okay. 2-4.
24 is the contact number.
Do you open the package in front of him?
Excuse me.
No.
No.
We should be a professional.
Okay.
We'll take it and dip.
I think we can.
This place is grody. Disgusting.
Well, it's pretty clean in here. I don't know.
Pretty
That
clean
place
in
is
this
big.
room.
And this room's pretty clean,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm.
So are we gonna do the distraction and take his key card? Or we might have a key card in the package though.
I want to see what's in the other room.
So do I. Do you want to see the other room, Gil? Or Keith?
My name.
Keithy boy?
I'm zoned out.
Take his glasses off.
Threw his glasses. Perfect.
Thank you.
It's gonna be okay.
We're gonna distract this guy.
You do realize I can hear you, correct? As well as my employer.
Your employer's off the phone.
And it starts strumming harder now. Angry. We'll get it done.
Do you have any skills in awareness, persuasion, fast talk? Yo, you should fast talk and then hit him with the pickpocket.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you could try.
Wanna try it?
Like, hey, whatever. Like, do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to say it fast talk though.
You
I'm
just
gonna
start
roll.
fast
I'm
talking.
gonna-
Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
Just say something, you know, start trying to hit him up and talk to him.
How's the weather up there?
He's
Really
like
fast,
a good 3 or 4 inches shorter than you.
Catch the baseball game.
Can you tie my shoe?
So I have one. Because my parents are so dear to me, and I don't know where they're at, and I have a feud. Do you have any information on the feud I have with my parents, with the family that has a feud with my parents? Fast talk. 3, 8. What am I pairing with?
Is he trying to make this guy a therapist?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to find out information about my parents, yo.
This is why he got into drugs.
Yeah,
Mommy just saw me, so I hit the dope. Daddy left me, so I got into
I think you got a 15 just
Give me
talking
like
to the
such a
guy.
lot.
I have a 15 just
Gucci
talking to the guy.
gang shit.
I have a 15 talking to the guy.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Up until today, I didn't even know who you were. No.
I don't know.
I don't even know
Now,
who
are
I
you
am.
attempting to do the pickpocket?
Dude, yeah.
Yes, let's do this
It's your
pickpocket.
tech skill plus pickpocket plus your D10.
Oh, you got this, dude.
That's a lot of
7
money.
I'm
plus
out of
5,
the building.
12
Gone.
plus 10. Wait, tech plus 8, 12 plus 8, 20.
20?
Yeah, that's not a bad roll.
All right.
Fast talk plus pickpocket, genius. Hey, what's up?
You saw nothing, bro.
Yeah, hell.
You saw
Something about a family? Where's my key card?
You go to reach for his jacket, and in a motion that is literally... You literally, before your hand even gets halfway there, you have the barrel of a gun pointed at the top, at your forehead.
We need to practice on that move.
Yeah. You're...
What did you do to roll? Like a 32?
He does
You
have
roll-
cybernetics. So.
That's true.
This is a solo.
Yeah.
A solo is inherently adept at noticing the things around you.
This is my guy. He looks super retarded. Okay.
Oh, he naked.
No, that's one of the things you can actually roll for your clothing. So,
His leather pants. You can't see his body. His pants are right there. Okay, the leather.
oh dear lord.
And he's wearing a jacket, a short sleeve jacket, because that's what he's.
I'm like John
Literally,
Cena 'cause
with the
you
gun-
can't see me.
John Cena.
Alright.
The rock star's gonna play the John Cena too.
That was such a bad joke. I don't know why you guys laughed.
It's funny.
Because it's a bad joke.
WWE, please don't sue.
Yeah. Oh.
Please don't come and throw Gray through the table.
Yes.
Front row seats.
No. You guys can do that.
Yeah. That.
We
yes.
have another table.
After he gets a gun to his face, I pop my head back in and go, are you guys oh, shit.
He does not. Literally, his smile, it's almost creepy at this point, hasn't dropped from his face. And his only response is, I hope you are not intent in proving my master wrong when he said you were honorable.
I am not. I was merely stretching my arms.
My friend's a jokester. He was just kidding. We'll get this taken care of.
Then I suggest you stretch them in the direction of Mr. Wells.
We're stepping.
Nice.
You mean the guy that's like really far away probably burned from this home now?
Is he gonna follow us out? Because they didn't have breaking and entering.
No, he sits there in the doorway to the white room.
Okay.
So let's step out the room.
Okay, so you step back outside.
Is he following us?
No,
No? Can he see us?
no. I mean, once you get past the wall, I mean, he didn't see through walls.
Okay, cool. What's my
Can he?
want to pick that lock?
Maybe.
Yeah, roll for it. But I don't have a pick lock.
I have breaking and entering tools. I think it's a BD,
The
right?
druggie has breaking and injury tools.
It's BD,
OP
right?
as hell.
B&E,
God.
right?
It would be B&E
Tools.
tools, yeah.
So
Yeah.
pick what's
Where are you going to try to break in?
the fucking cipher lock door thingy.
That's inside. You mean
Oh.
No, the one, the other door.
the
While we're getting
the
out.
garage door?
The one with the other door. Yeah.
We could have gone straight and we took a left. He's talking about the
Right.
door inside the warehouse.
All right. So right now, this is the room
The
that
white
you
room.
walked
That's the
in.
white room.
This is not the white room. This is the white room.
Okay.
Okay.
This door and this door have the key cards.
Gotcha.
This one does not. This is literally just a busted up door that you walked in when you first approached.
So can we go to that door?
I mean, you walked out that door.
Well, son of a
We
bitch.
go straight. We go straight.
The
to
only
that
other
key
door
card.
you guys
Let's
see
go
is the loading bay door over
The
here.
garage.
We'll just leave.
We'll just leave.
Just leave.
That's stressful. Okay, we'll just leave. I don't do well in stressful situations.
I didn't take my
I didn't take my medication.
I didn't take my Xanax
All right.
or my meth.
So where do you guys want to go?
calms my nerves.
Where are we
Well,
gonna? Yeah.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna open up the thing because I
I
gotta
open.
All right.
where the frick our point of contact is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open up and be like,
Peeps.
You see a actual record. Looks like a governmental record on a Wells Fargo.
okay.
Subject Wells Fargo. Position courier. And you see a redacted, basically courier, and then the company that he worked for is redacted.
Oof.
Uh,
Okay.
Secret.
operation followed by operational. Languages: English, Jive, French, Japanese, Arabic, German, non-fluent. Physical information: height is 1.59 meters tall. Weight 71 kilograms. Sex male, original.
142.
Eyes blue. Zetatech, meaning they're been replaced. Hair black, original. Skin Caucasian. Nationality Anglo-American. Implants: cyber audio unit, cyber optic unit, neural unit, body implants. One of his body implants are in fact redacted.
So we don't know what.
Yeah.
Medical history: 2008 November, gunshot wound, lower abdomen, minor surgery at redacted, clinic redacted. 2009 April, flatline, 1 minute 24 seconds, heart lung transplant, unit 347A, VAT number redacted. Employment information: hired 2015 for tasks in USA and Europe where Asian operatives were too noticeable. Failure 2016, removed finger for 2-month period. Absolutely no advancement possible. Embezzlement proven but within acceptable levels for EB involved. Contact: Damarith Lorenzo. X reference redacted. Anisho Michiko. X reference redacted. Cross reference: Jones Caitlin, female lover in period 5/16/18 to 9/17/18. Infocomp operative, currently resides 221C Baker Street, Night City, California, USA.
Gotcha. That's where we're going.
Toothpick, no other name known. Proprietor of establishment, Fast Eddie's Pool Hall, 24th Street, Night City, California, USA. And record. Also, his dental record shows several missing teeth.
You guys want to go to Fast Eddie's, or do you guys want to head over to his ex?
We could fast track this. All transplants of any organ is serialized.
Yes, but several of the actual
It's redacted.
numbers are redacted.
We're redacted.
Yeah, some of those, but they also have the Zeta stuff or whatever.
The Zetatech?
Yeah.
Zetatech is just one of the manufacturers of CyberEyes.
It'd be like seeing whose iPhone it is. We're not gonna.
You would literally
For my Mac address, my guy.
the Mac you could actually get, if you could actually get a Netrunner to even find anything,
would be just a store.
is just where Zetatech sent crates of eyes.
Okay.
However, if you would
Lot
like, anyone can try rolling a stock market roll.
What the fuck is that?
A fixer would be.
It would be intelligence.
Intelligence. You got stock market.
Probably not.
You're kind. I feel like that'd be more of a core.
I have awareness. That's all. I have awareness. Notice.
I'm not that cool.
No.
Do you have anything?
No, I don't. I'm not
Do
gonna.
you have anything?
Rockstar delving in the stock market.
Man.
What?
I look like I go into the markets, man. I take me wherever the music takes me.
You also have the cell phone you were given.
All three of
That's
them.
true. You guys want to go ahead and dial that 24 or hit up these places?
You literally just left the person who gave it to you.
I just want
Oh,
to check in.
He needs to know I'm safe.
We're already stumped.
I just want to say I miss you.
Seduction. Okay. Yeah, let's go see his girlfriend.
But I'm not gonna do that.
Want to go see his
So-
girlfriend?
Girlfriend, or go look for
Whoa.
go to Fast Eddie's and look
Let's
for
go to the
some-
girlfriend's place.
Okay, Fast Eddie's.
We'll go to Jump.
We're
Fast
going,
Eddie's.
we're going to Fast Eddie's.
Damn,
Going to
this
Fast
is
Eddie's?
jacked up.
Pull place.
Full place.
You
Just
can
so-
seduce the girls. We can get this intel, possibly.
I'd rather seduce the girlfriend.
All right. Well, we'll get me and the fixer and Satan, of course.
Satan.
Satan's spawn.
Satan spawn.
Fine, let's go to the pool hall. It's been a while since I've been.
Yeah.
The
We'll go play some pool. Stake it out.
All right.
Okay, so
So how you guys getting there?
how far is it?
It's in the city, right?
Hold on.
I guess I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It could be in the suburbs, in the
It
burbs.
could be
you know?
right next door to the shitty warehouse.
It's like a fancy ass like.
Well, let's
pool.
see. You're on 31st Street. It's on 24th Street, but you don't know where on 24th Street.
It could be up or down.
Yeah, we gotta get a taxi.
Yeah. We'll call it a futuristic Uber.
Yep.
Taxi.
At least one of you could probably take Wilbur's bike.
Yeah.
Take it. No, he can't drive motorcycles that well.
Excuse It's me.
He actually drives motorcycles fairly well.
I don't want to talk about the story right now, but
It was just your guys' last run. A monkey in a strapless dress threw a broom handle through his nose.
I don't want to talk about the monkey. If somebody want to ride with me on the bike, or do you guys want to take a cab? Save us money.
I'll ride with him on the bike, just because I kind of dissed him and I kind of feel bad.
Hold me tight.
I don't know if you shared that you took the bike.
Yeah,
bike keys.
Yeah, I have the keys.
You have the keys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, does it have a back on the bike, or is
He's
it
gonna
just a
hold
one
you
seater?
really close though.
I'll sit
But you
on
have
the
a spot
handlebars.
that you can.
Wait, what?
I'll sit on the handlebars.
Well,
And we'll get like a little
does it
Basket.
have a
We
sidecar?
Just make it like E.T.
get a basket in the front. Hey man, I've been to the Philippines, right? They put like 25 people on one bike. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dirt bike too, not like an enduro. Like it's an actual dirt bike. It's like a 250cc, like 25 people on that bad boy.
Air pressure.
Save
So
me.
many people.
All right. Well, I'll take Hades. You know, he's got a lot of street smarts. We can
Bamboo.
stake this place out pretty easy.
All right.
Catch up with you guys.
Are the rest of you getting a cab?
I'm dying, pretty lady.
Actually, the rocker boy does have the most money of everyone.
Yeah.
How am I?
I'm
Oh,
glad
I'm not gonna.
videos.
Shit.
Let's bounce.
We robbed him.
We got a taxi.
Roll out.
All right, so you call a taxi. You guys go back to where the bike is.
Is another mechanical one? Or
Huh?
another just automated?
Yeah, it's
robot?
just another automated.
He's trying to class cheeks everywhere.
Most of the cabs you're gonna find, unless
Most.
it's unless you're taking an Aerodyne cab, which
Unless we get lucky.
pretty much think like 4 to 5 times more expensive. You're probably gonna be getting an automated cab.
So it's like that Uber Air or whatever.
And the address of the club.
They
The
should
bar
know it.
place.
Yeah.
Whole house.
They probably know
Right
it,
away.
actually.
Mhm.
Yep. Fast.
The little mechanical. It looks like a facsimile of a human being with no arms. It's even got like fake a fake vest over top of it and fake mustache molded onto it. Turn to
Is
you.
it like the skeleton on Halloween?
Halloween Town. How's it going? How's it going? Fast Eddie's.
Right away, sir. And it spins around to where the steering wheel is, which the steering wheel just starts moving itself.
Cool, I'll never get over that.
So-
Anyway,
Now, are you guys gonna stay with them in the cab, like side by side, or are you blitzing
We can meet him there.
ahead?
Let's meet him there. We can.
Yeah, we'll meet him there. We're gonna wait outside for him anyway.
Okay,
So, we'll meet
so
him.
you guys are going to get there before them, just on account of you can weave through traffic better than a cab, which is designed to only go the speed limit.
Yeah, those robots are stingy.
So we're gonna be there for like 2 hours for y'all to get there, right?
You guys are going to be waiting outside for about 30 minutes. During that 30 minutes, what would you guys like to do?
A lock and knife and
Oh, we can bum some drugs off some bums.
Bum some drugs off of bums.
Cobra kicking
Scope the
ass.
area.
Take it
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's investigate this guy that we're supposed to hunt down. Let's go get drugs.
Let's go get some drugs to sell.
Let's go get some drugs.
I look. I'm
Honor!
The drug's called honor. Yeah.
I know.
I'm for sure gonna scope out all the exits of Fast Eddie's just in case if this guy's sketch
All right.
breaks.
Fast Eddie's is in the middle of nowhere. Like legitimately,
Okay.
it's actually further from the center of the city than the warehouses were.
Okay.
It doesn't even look open when you pull up until you actually get close to it, and then you see just how much grime is built up on the windows.
That's the best place to eat. Yeah, right now.
It's like a diamond in the rough. I
That's
like
what it is, you know.
classic look, man.
Got some drugs in the
Man,
bathroom.
he's his own person. He's got this. He's in the best life he's got.
Yeah, it's.
Whew. All right.
Count 43 breaking gray tonight, by the way.
You stake out the building. Go ahead and roll awareness checks.
9.
Not the two of you yet. You weren't there
18.
yet. That's just them.
We're still
18.
9. That's.
As a practice.
9,
for a second.
12, right?
15
12.
plus whatever your awareness is. 15 plus.
Wait.
Nice. That's
Yeah, 3 plus 15.
Yeah, you have 18.
18.
18?
So 9 plus 9. 18.
Okay.
No, it'd be
If
10
it
plus.
was.
Yeah.
Then
So 19 plus whatever.
you guys find there's only one other exit, which is what looks like goes back to the kitchen area, if you had to guess, seeing as the dumpster's right there and there's rotting food in the dumpster and empty beer bottles. Not properly put in the proper recycling place.
As a health inspector, that stresses me out.
Alright.
But all of the windows are equally grimy and nasty. Nothing really there.
Alright, well I'm gonna stick by the back door just in case something happens.
Okay. You do see a couple of bums kind of just basically
Bombing it.
bumming it in the alley behind the place.
Smoking
Get out of here if
audible.
you know what's good. You filthy animals. I'll try.
Try
to
intimidate.
Yeah, Fuck. I have you in perception.
Intimidate should be under cool or will.
I have
I have
intimidation.
streetwise. That's I don't
I
have.
have, I have
You
intimidation.
can always. Yeah. Are you helping him try to run
Yeah,
off the
I'm
bums?
helping him run off the.
All right.
should whip
Roll a
out your
d10
dicks.
plus your cool plus
Ooh,
your.
We failed.
I failed.
The bums are still.
They're like, fuck you, man.
Fuck
We
them.
were here first.
Alright, whatever.
The cattle.
And on that note, your guys' cab rolls up, and we are going to take a brief break where I'm going to hand this over to Doc Shippy for a little bit while we go refill on drinks and
Take a piss.
take a
You're
break.
late loudly.
You have to roll on that.
Yeah.
How quietly do
We'll
I
be
roll?
back in about 10 minutes.